What's going on? It's your boy Aristotle. I am the world's best leap trader and the world's best signal caller. And today I'm going to give a crash course on how to leap trade and for you to get a better understanding of leap options. Okay, so by the end of this lesson, I want to break it down in literally 4 categories, and you will be able to take these trades on your own and you will have a better understanding of leap option trades. All I ask you guys to do for me before I exchange all of this game is to leave me a like and a comment. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right, so let's get right into it because you don't want to miss this and you're learning from the best. All right, let's get right into it. So why should you learn from me? Before I get started and show you guys the 4 categories, let me quickly break down why you should learn from me. So if you look right here, these are some of the biggest leap trades that I took. Now I took out 1 million unrealized gains, well, realized gains. So I took out 1 million realized gains. So that means taking profits on. And some of the biggest leap trades I took were Nvidia, Meta, and Hood, and then the rest are kind of spread out. You know, it's a lot of those. And recently, these are 2 of my biggest ones that I have not taken profits on. So if I take profits on these, it'll show up over there, okay? And Lyft as well, okay? So I also want to show you guys this, that I've made 1 million in 90 days before leap trading, okay? So that's another thing I want to show you guys. And I also want to show you guys my testimonials. I got plenty of people who have made money from me, all right, of all different races. You can look right here, 129K, okay, 200% on their portfolio. You're going to see people keep showing their portfolios. Look at that. This guy's going to show that he's up, what, 200% in a month on his phone, okay? This person, 216K in a year. So not only am I banking, but people from all around the world are banking as well, okay? And you guys can go and check that out. It's pinned in my comments. Man was able to quit his job because of us. 60K in a year. I mean, should I keep going? You get what I mean? So many people are banking off of these leaps. And even in Toronto, all around the world, Saudi Arabia, okay? People of all races are banking off of us, okay? So that's the game, folks. Leap options, all right? So that's what I trade. Here's some of my biggest trades. And you guys already know what's going on. Now let me get you guys into what are exactly leap options. Leap options, okay, are long-term equity anticipation securities, are option contracts with the expiration date of 1 year or longer, okay? So call option leaps are betting on the stock to make a significant uptrend, and put option leaps are betting on the downside of a stock, okay? So this is why I like leaps, because I like to take and catch a long trend, okay? That's what it's all about. Now I have done this up and down, and I'm going to show you guys proof, and we're going to break down why I got into a few of these leaps so that you guys will have a better understanding of them. So let's break it down. Before we break down the leaps, let me tell you who leap options are best suited for. The people who have jobs and do not want to watch the screen. So I do not recommend quitting your job off this, but you are going to be somebody with more money than your boss, more money than possibly the head honcho in your company, wherever you work for, whether you're in the military or whatnot, if you're trading leap options, because it is literally the easiest way to print money. It gets no better than it. You make a lot of money doing this, okay? I also think leap options are best suited for people who have like some spare bankroll. Like let's just say you have 6 figures that you just really want to flip, or you got 20,000, 10,000, things of that nature. One of those people who saved up money and willing to take calculated risk and want fast-paced growth and want to keep flipping the money. This is people who want to turn over their money continuously and build wealth kind of fast. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. So right here, what you do is you go to Google and then you go to investment calculator. So this is going to give you guys a breakdown of why this is for you. So what I recommend is if you got 5,000, 10,000, let's just say everybody has 5,000. All right. Now remember, I already showed you proof that this works. Okay. You can go to my testimonials up here and you guys will see that this works. So I'm not lying to you when I talk about this and how many people I personally help. Okay. Now, I personally believe that you can average 25% at minimum per year based on what I'm literally showing people. Now, most of you can only afford about $400 to $1,000. So for the people who can afford $400, this is what you'll be at. All right. And remember, we're going to deposit $400 a month. Let's just try to do $100 a week. So $5,200 every year, starting with 5K. Hopefully you guys have 5K. If not, that's cool. So you'll have this in 10 years. Now for the people who can deposit 1,000, in 10 years, you will have this, okay? So the sweet spot are the people who can do $3,000 a month, all right? And these people will be millionaires pretty fast, possibly in 8 years, okay? Well, 10 years, say 9. Yep, 9 years, all right? So that means it's 2025 now, by what, 2034, these people will be millionaires if they stick around inside of Honey Drip and take my LEAP plays. And you see we're in Kava LEAPS. It's one of our new LEAPS. And we're in Duolingo, right? And we got in a lot other LEAPS. I even do a 50K to 100K challenge right here, as you guys can see. I do these. So we were in all of these type of LEAPS as well. So yes, I do recommend adding to your portfolio. As you can see, you have to do this for years and years. Even I add money every month to my portfolio, buying stocks, crypto, real estate, option LEAPS. All right, that's all I buy. That's all I invest in. Okay, stocks, crypto, real estate, option LEAPS. But option LEAPS is how I really flip my money. It's been giving me the best return on my money. All right, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to hop into option LEAPS now. I already gave you guys some LEAPS that we're currently in, Kava and Duolingo, but let's talk about the most recent LEAPS that I banked on, which was UNH and Lyft, which is 100 racks, right? So let's talk about when did I get in. I got in UNH 5/15/25. I got in Lyft 1/24/25, okay? Before I do so, let me show you guys proof inside of the LEAP channel. And then we're going to go right here. And then we're going to add one more filter. Let's do UNH. And then in this channel right here, LEAPS long-term and crypto. UNH, okay? So you guys see right here, boom, I called it 5:15, so I don't have to get on here and lie or anything like that. I'll never do that to you guys. I actually call these plays. Everybody's banking on them, by the way, and I'll show you guys too that you're going to see people posting UNH gains, okay? You're going to see people posting Duolingo gains, a few of those. And then let's look at some UNH gains real quick, just to show you guys that people are actually winning off of us. All right, CNC, you guys see that people made money off that. This person made $1,800 off that. UNH gains, 6,000. Okay, we got CNC. That was a LEAP that I called as well. See people making money off CNC, Duolingo, things like that. Duolingo. Yeah, these guys made money. UNH, another one. Okay. And then you see Duolingo, those type, and then Lyft as well. You're going to see people post gains off Lyft. The $12 call, up 100%, over 100%. So you guys see that when I call these, people are making money. So let's talk about why I got in those. So number one, I like to use what is called the RSI and the MACD, okay? The RSI, to make a long story short, is basically like this. This is the 30 level, and this is the 70 level. Whenever it crosses below the 30, that's called oversold. So I make it green because that means buy. Now, when it was oversold, it made a pin bar right here. If you don't know what a pin bar is, let's go look at it. This right here is a pin bar. Bullish pin bar right here. Okay, so it made a pin bar. Now, when it made that pin bar, that it's like a slingshot. It pushed the momentum up. Now let's talk about when I got in. Now watch how crazy it is about this. So the reason I got in, for one, was because UNH is a great insurance company. I actually do insurance with UNH. So I already understand the business model. It's number one. Number two is it was down about 60%. So that's very good as far as LEAPS. Anything down below 50%, I love. Okay. So down 60% from all-time highs. Not only were they down 60%, but great blue chip company. Okay. Pin bar while being oversold right here. Now watch how sniper my entry was. May 15th, right? May 15th. So I got in literally 5:15. If you can see the date down there, that's when I got in, 5:15. Okay. Now right here, you're going to see that I added, all right, August 4th down there. Let me kind of bring this over this way. See that? August 4th is where I added. So I got in here and we banked or whatnot. A few people took profits, but I told them let's hold a little longer. August 4th. Let's see what Aristotle says on August 4th. Let's go all the way over. Okay. Told them we're adding. Here we go, right here. Added to UNH LEAP, August 4th, 2025. Timestamp, right? Boom. August 4th, 2025. All right, we added. Why did I add? Pure bullish divergence down here. All right, so the indicator is making a higher high while the stock is making a lower low. And then I'm literally catching sniper entries on these, okay? So that's the technical reason why I got in UNH. All right, down 60%, blue collar company. And then their revenue was increasing year over year. So we can go look at that. We go to Yahoo Finance. Okay, so you go here and you go to UNH. All right, now this is the most simplest way I can put it. They're increasing year over year revenue, as you can see, 2021, 2022, 2023 through 4, trailing 12 months. All numbers are in thousands, so you have to add 3 zeros to every number you see. They are making $400 billion in 1 year. Insane, right? Coming from 287 to here, while down 60%, was a no-brainer for me. All right. Now, I do want to add a disclaimer to this. You do have to, there are other key factors. You can't just go off this streak, because it could be a loot. You know, sometimes companies aren't projected to make more. So you do have to know if they are projected to make more. All right. And if you want to learn a lot more about that, because that takes a lot to explain, hit the link in the description, join the mentorship, join the chat, and we'll talk about it. So you can't just bank on every year to be better, because again, they could have a down year. You have to know if this is a company that is going to rise in revenue year over year. But that's not the only indicator, but that's just a good understanding from a beginner level of showing you, what's going on. So that's why I like UNH, and that's what made me, put in some money for that. I put in about 70K, and I'm up about 90%. So 10 more thousand, and I'll be up 70,000. Okay, so I could take profits now, or I could wait it out. But knowing me, I'm going to wait it out. As you guys can see, I've done that before. I've gotten a 10x profit off NVIDIA. I bought the dip, waited literally 2 years. I bought it in 2022, took profits in 2024. Bought this one literally around the same day. All right, and made 1,800%, but I only put in 10,000. So that's when I started to realize, man, if I would have put in a 50,000, this thing could have been, $1 million profit or something like that, right? So these two trades taught me the most, just being honest with you, which makes me go, a little heavier. And you guys will go heavier as you get up there. Let's talk about Lyft. Okay. So do I need to explain that I called Lyft in my chat? Do I? Sure. Okay. You guys need proof for everything. I don't like to lie to you guys. All right. Boom. Starters in Lyft. Right here. 1/24/2025, as you guys can see. And doesn't that match with what I said? Okay. 1/24/2025. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys at all. All right, that's when I called Lyft. Now, let's talk about why I got in Lyft. Similar to UNH, the revenue was increasing year over year, and they were down significantly from highs. And they have a business, and they're projected to make more money. Okay, so let's talk about that. They're projected to make more money right here. Okay, so this is their IPO high, 87, and they're down in the teens, and they're projected to make a lot more money. So but that was the reason I got in Lyft. So one more time, if we go and they also have a gap fill here that I believe will fill. I believe Lyft is coming to 30. And that's another reason why I wanted to get in, to take advantage of a stock that's literally going to double. I bought it when it was at 12, and I knew it was going to get to 24-ish, but I believe it'll get to 30, right? So I'm like, wow, this stock has 100% return potential while being down. I mean, insane. Like, I got in around here like 82%. So again, stock beat up. Their financials look pretty good. They just turned profitable. So that was the thing too. They just turned profit. At first they were losing money, and they were losing more money, and then they turned profit, and then they more than tripled their profits. You get what I'm saying? So I really like their trend, but it's not just that, but they have the projection to make more, because you could get in something that's just not projected to make more money. Like, what's a stock I could think of? Like Snapchat. Snap would be one that's just, no matter how you slice it, it's just a company that's going to keep pumping and dumping because their profitability just isn't there. You get what I'm saying? Beyond Meats. You get what I mean? Like something that went from being up $200 to now a penny stock. Understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say you have to be careful with just buying it, because you have to know what they're projected to make money next year and the year after that and the year after that. And the companies will let you know that, all right? So if you guys want to learn more about that, tap in with me and everything. But that's just the gist of LEAPS and why I like them so much. And the thing I want to say too is it's safe. Your money moves great. Day trading and swing trading is not that easy, and LEAPS make things a lot easier. And that's what my chat personally, and as you can see, my students, you're not going to see people post the type of gains that I'm posting, the amount of testimonials I'm posting, because the accuracy of my LEAPS with 90% hit rate.
I banked off like 2K last month.
You made 2,000 last month?
Yeah, I'm gonna say last week. I just joined. 24th was. I was just bored as I was on Saturday. I was watching hella your videos. I'm like, damn, this is a real deal. So I tried it out. I just dropped my computer out. Just made $900 like that.
I've been in Honey Drip for, I say, about a year now, bro. This is all I do. I just day trade, like full-time day trader, bro. And this because of you, Felony, Mike, bro. There's literally no other community that does it the way that y'all do it, for real, because the transparency is so real, man. And I was hesitant in the beginning when I first got in, because it was like, damn, I'm putting my money on the line.
Yeah.
But bro, y'all all taught me the game, and I literally just day trade now. That's all I do, bro. Like, changed life.
That's hard.
As for me, AME changed my life, bro. I've been wanting to connect with you for like a minute now. Like, none of this would be possible, bro, without you. On my mama, bro.
Yup, look at that setup, man.
I made over 50,000 trading, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You feel me? So make sure y'all tap in. I hope you guys learned a lot about LEAP options and everything. And yeah, I personally believe that the money you need to start with LEAPS, in my personal opinion, is 10,000 at the minimum, 5,000 maybe. But 10,000 is how you really do it, because you really need to diversify. I would say go maybe 3,000 into 3 great LEAPS, or 2,000 into 5 LEAPS. You get what I'm saying? And then one of them is just going to go crazy. And then, the next one is going to go, who knows, right? So I believe if you do 5 good LEAPS, all 5 of them could possibly take off. But let's just say 4 out of 5 take off and 1 stalls. That's still good. And that's the kind of strategy I like to show my chat, is diversification, and to just keep pouring into your portfolio so you can have money to buy more that's on a dip that's projected to win. So God bless you guys. It's your boy Aristotle. We out.